Everyone, just going to show you how to play Pelota by Khruangbin today. And just before we jump into it, just going to let you know that you can now support me on Patreon. Links below, and there's a video there as well explaining what it is. So here we go, jump into the lesson. Alright, so for this track, we're just in standard tuning and just using a pick. A few parts to this track. There is the intro, there's the verse, first verse, and then there's a slight alteration to the second and third verses, but it's pretty similar. Then there's the solo in the middle, and then there's the outro. So I'll go through section by section. I'll play each part, and then I'll break them down and talk you through how to play them. Cool. So I'll start with the first section, which is the intro. Okay, so for the start, it's just starting on the 7th fret on the 4th string. Then we're going to go 5, 7 on the 3rd. Then we're going to do this little hammer on pull off on the 2nd string. 5, hammer on to 6, then pull off back to 5. Then 7 on the 3rd, back to 5 on the 2nd. So far we've got. Then we're going to go back 5, 7, 5, and then do that 5, 7, 5 on the 2nd string, 7, 5 on the 3rd, and then back to 7. So far we've got. Then we're going to repeat those last two notes, so we go 5 on the 3rd string and 7 on the 4th. And move that back 2 frets, so we go 4 on the 3rd string and 6 on the 4th string. Then do it again. So 4 on the 3rd and then 6 on the 4th, and then slide that 4th string note over to the 9th fret. And then we go 7 on the 3rd, back to 9 on the 4th, and then we go 6, 5 on the 2nd, and 5th on the 3rd string. So the first half of the intro is this. Then for the second half of the intro, we repeat quite a lot of this. So up to there, we're playing the exact same notes. It's just the last couple of notes that we need to change. So after we do the slide up from 6 to 9 on the 4th string, do the little 7 to 9, and then we just go, which is 5th fret on the 3rd string, and then 7 on the 4th, 5th, and back to 4th string. And then you get to the first verse. So I'll play through the intro again. Alright, so verse 1 goes like this. Okay, so we've pretty much just got 3 chords here that we move between. So the first chord is kind of like this A minor shape that we've got here. So we're just going to bar the top 3 strings in the 5th fret, and then 7th fret on the 4th string. So we're just going to be holding these down pretty much the whole time. And the picking pattern. So the very first note you hit is on the 3rd string, then you go 4th string, and then from here on we just go, which is 2nd, 3rd, 4th string. this little note, 6th fret on the 2nd string. Then you go back to that regular picking pattern. Then you change chord. Still keeping this first finger sort of barred on those top couple of strings. And you want to play 6th fret on the 4th string with your middle finger there, and 7th fret on the 3rd string with your pinky. And you want this fingering because you're going to want to play the note in between there on the 2nd fret with your 3rd finger. Again though, the picking pattern is the same. So it's just that 2nd, 3rd, 4th string. Then you go back to the 1st chord. Same thing again. Back to the 2nd chord. Then we've got the 3rd chord here. Rather than moving your hand sort of out of shape, I just sort of slide over. So you're still barring those few notes, even though you're only playing one of them. And it's kind of like a little A minor shape, just moved up. So we've got 6th fret on the 2nd string, and then 7th fret on the 3rd and 4th. And we just play this the once with that same picking pattern. 2nd, 3rd, 4th string. Sorry, play that twice. Back to the 1st chord. Back to the 2nd chord. And finish on the 1st chord. So I'll play through the verse again slowly. Then that leads you into the chorus. Just before I show you the chorus though, I'll show you the 2nd verse because it's pretty much the same as the first. There's just one little extra note added in, pretty much. And then the rest is the same. So the only change that we have when we go to that 2nd chord, instead of playing that just as it is, we put our pinky finger down on the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So you're getting this dissonant little chord here. Plucking pattern is exactly the same, so still on the 2, 3, 4. So you want to keep that first finger held down because you go back to it. So that's the only change that happens. And same thing in the 2nd verse, you hear that note played as well. So that's the 2nd and 3rd verse as well. So the next thing to learn is the chorus, and the chorus goes like this. Right, so we've got this little scalic run, which leads us out of the verse and into the start of the chorus. So starting 2nd finger, 5th fret on the 2nd string. Then you want to reach out with your pinky, 7th fret on the 3rd string. Then 5, 4, still on the 3rd string. Then repeat those last 3 notes, so 7, 5, 4. on the third string, and then 7, 5 on the fourth string, and you want to play them 7th fret with your pinky, and then 5th fret with your ring finger, because that gets you into position for the chord. So this little run. And then, so we're just holding down a little G major chord. So fourth string, 5th fret, the one that we finished on. Then we're going to go 3rd string, 4th fret, and 3rd fret on the top 2 strings. And we're going to go sort of pluck that 4th string and then upstroke the top couple of strings. That sort of sound. And then, which is 5th fret on the top 2 strings with your pinky, and then 2nd fret on the 3rd and 4th strings with your first finger. And you want to play those top 2 together first, and then 3rd and 4th string. So far for the chorus. And then you just go back to the little run. Repeat. Repeat again. And then the last time, to lead back into the verse, instead of doing that, we just pluck a couple of notes out of this last chord that we play. So it's just second string, 3rd string, and finishing on that 1st string. And then you go back to the verse. But yeah, that's the chorus, and that's the same for every chorus that happens. Then the next thing to learn is the solo that happens around the middle of the track. It comes out of the chorus, so I'll just play the end of the chorus and then play through the solo. And you get back to the chorus there. Alright, so for the solo, coming out of the chorus. So first couple of notes are 5 and then 7 on the 4th string, 5th fret on the 3rd string, then we're just going to walk up 5, 6, 7, 8 on the 2nd string. Then we do this kind of sequenced run. So after that note, we go 5, 6 on the 2nd string. Then we go 7 on the 3rd, back to 5 on the 2nd, 5 to 7 on the 3rd, then 4 to 5 on the 3rd string, and then 7 on the 4th, back to 5 on the 3rd. So far we've got and then we do this little, just like a major scale. We're going 7, 5, 4 on the 3rd string, and then 7, 5 on the 4th string. And then we just go, which is just going between the 5th fret on the 4th string and the 4th fret on the 3rd string. Then the next little run we've got, which is open 3rd string, and then 5, 4, 3 on the 4th string, back to 4th fret on the 3rd string, then we go, which is just 3, 4, 5 on the 5th string, and then again on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 3rd string, and then 3, 4, 5 on the 3rd string, so 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 6, 7 on the 4th string again, and then we pretty much get to the top again and repeat the solo with the exception of one little passage pretty much. So I'll play the first half again. So the last 2 notes are just 5th fret on the 3rd string and 2nd string. And then, we repeat up to a point. So I'll play through it. So it's just this chromatic run that happens. So up to here. Up to there is exactly the same as the first half. And instead of going that little sort of major scale run that we do the first time around, we do a chromatic run. So that's just 7, 6, 5, 4 on the 3rd string, and then 7, 6, 5 on the 4th string. So I'll just play through this little bit again. You still got a little rock between those 2 strings. Same. That's exactly the same. And the other difference, instead of doing 3, 4, 5 on the 4th string, we just go 5, 6, 7 on the 4th string, and then 5 on the 3rd string, and then that chorus little run that takes us into the chorus. So I'll just play through the solo again slowly, coming out of the chorus, just so you can see all those parts fitting together again. Then you're into the chorus. So then the last part to learn happens right at the end of the song. I guess you could call it the outro, but it only happens for a bar or 2. Just a little riff right at the end. So it happens at the end of a verse and goes like this. I'll play it just from the end of the verse again. And pretty straightforward. So just on the 3rd string, and 5th and 7th fret. Then we go 5 on the 3rd string, 7 on the 4th, and then the last bit, just holding down 3rd fret 2nd string and 4th fret on the 3rd string, and then finishing, just moving that down 2 frets. So you've got 1st fret 2nd string and 2nd fret 3rd string. And that's the track. So that's all the parts. You can just slot them in together where they go. Thanks again everyone for watching. You can support me on Patreon, that's linked below. You can subscribe right here, that would be most appreciated. And if you've got any questions or comments, just leave them below and I'll try to get to them. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.